Jason was a man of few words, but his actions spoke volumes. As the newest playable character in the highly anticipated GTA 6 game, he had already garnered comparisons to two of the most iconic characters in gaming history, Arthur Morgan and John Marston. Like Arthur, Jason was a man of honor, despite his criminal tendencies. He had a code that he lived by, and he never strayed from it. He was fiercely loyal to those he cared about, and he would do anything to protect them. But, like John, he had a dark past that haunted him, a past that he was constantly trying to outrun. Jason's story began in the seedy underbelly of Los Santos, where he had grown up on the streets, learning to survive by any means necessary. But as he got older, he realized that there was more to life than just scraping by. He wanted something more, something better. And so, he set out on a path of redemption, determined to leave his criminal past behind him and make a name for himself in the city. But old habits die hard, and Jason soon found himself caught up in a web of violence and betrayal that threatened to consume him. As he navigated the treacherous world of Los Santos, Jason found himself drawing on the lessons he had learned from Arthur and John. He knew that sometimes, in order to do the right thing, he had to get his hands dirty. He knew that sometimes, sacrifices had to be made for the greater good. But despite the dangers that lurked around every corner, Jason never lost sight of his ultimate goal, to carve out a place for himself in a world that seemed determined to keep him down. And as he fought his way through the chaos and corruption of Los Santos, he knew that he was destined for greatness. With the spirit of Arthur Morgan and the determination of John Marston, Jason was a force to be reckoned with. And as he blazed a trail of destruction through the city, he knew that his story was far from over. In a world where only the strong survived, Jason was determined to prove that he was the strongest of them all. Jason was a man of few words, but his actions spoke volumes. As the newest playable character in the highly anticipated GTA 6 game, he had already garnered a reputation as a force to be reckoned with in the criminal underworld. With his rugged good looks and steely gaze, Jason bore a striking resemblance to two other iconic Rockstar Games characters, Arthur Morgan and John Marston. Like them, he was a man of honor in a world of chaos, willing to do whatever it took to survive and protect those he cared about. But Jason was no mere copycat. He had his own unique set of skills and abilities that set him apart from his predecessors. His marksmanship was unparalleled, his hand-to-hand combat skills unmatched, and his ability to think on his feet in the heat of battle was second to none. As he navigated the treacherous streets of the fictional city of Los Santos, Jason found himself embroiled in a web of intrigue and betrayal. He quickly learned that in this world, trust was a rare commodity, and everyone had their own agenda. But Jason was not one to back down from a challenge. With a steely determination and a fierce loyalty to his friends, he set out to uncover the truth behind the conspiracy that threatened to tear the city apart. As he delved deeper into the seedy underbelly of Los Santos, Jason discovered that the line between right and wrong was often blurred, and that sometimes, in order to do what was necessary, one had to get their hands dirty. But despite the darkness that surrounded him, Jason never lost sight of his moral compass. He knew that in a world where everyone was out for themselves, it was important to hold on to one's humanity, no matter the cost. And so, as he faced down his enemies and fought for justice in a city consumed by greed and corruption, Jason proved himself to be a true hero in every sense of the word. With his quick wit, his sharp aim, and his unwavering courage, he became a legend in the world of GTA 6, a character that players would never forget.